Stream. I am RC Robbin. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell icon to get regular notifications. Thank you for watching. Imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball against legends past and present. And then imagine if I played 162 games from beginning to end, no skipped innings, no simulated games, all of them on YouTube. So I got through the regular season. Now it's time for the playoffs. The Avengers advanced past their division rival, the Pittsburgh Pirates, in the NLDS in 3 straight. They swept them. Now it is time for the National League Championship Series against the Milwaukee Brewers. This is Game 2 of the NLCS here on MLB The Show. As you can see, the matchup is in front of you. Catfish Hunter versus Loki, Tom Hiddleston. King Sonic, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for showing up. I always appreciate seeing you in the live screen. Let's see. So we go to the calendar. Oops, let's go back to the calendar. The blue side is the National League in the playoff bracket. As you can see on the bottom of the blue side, it says MCU 3-0 over Pittsburgh, which advanced the MCU into the NLCS. The top bracket, the Milwaukee Brewers, in a tough 5-game series, beat the Philadelphia Phillies 3-2 to advance to the NLCS. Right now, it's a 1-game lead for the MCU, 1-0, best of 7 series. So the first team to win 4 games out of 7 advances to the World Series. The Avengers need to win 3 more games to go to the World Series. The red side is the American League. As you can see, the ALC is lined up, but they have not started play yet. The Seattle Mariners versus the Cleveland Indians. So let's rock and roll. Let's jump into the calendar. As you can see, this is Game 2, View Organizations Games. We will play the game. Okay. Play full game. We are the home team at Crosley Field, which has been designated as the ballpark for the Hollywood Avengers since the very beginning. Tom Hiddleston, second start in the playoffs. Let's rock and roll. Something to mention. About a month and a half ago, Chris Evans, who was the original Captain America, Steve Rogers in the MCU, was injured. He's due to come back in about a week. He may make the World Series if the Avengers are lucky enough to make it. And just last game, in Game 1, Tom Holland, Spider-Man, was injured. It's a day-to-day. He's out of the lineup for today. So injury bug has struck the Avengers here in Game 2 of the NLCS against the Milwaukee Brewers. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the channel. On the mound, the man who plays Loki, Tom Hiddleston. Again, like I said earlier, this is his second start in the playoffs. He has no record as of yet. Leading off for the Milwaukee Brewers, Alan Trammell, 345, 2 homers, 4 RBIs in this year's postseason. Before we start, check the gameplay options. Gameplay. Hitting difficulty is set to All-Star, and pitching difficulty is set to All-Star. That's been the standard difficulty setting since day 1, Game 1. This is game number 167, Game 2. Fouls off the first pitch for strike 1.
First pitch, 7:07.
Swing and a miss. The slider count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Alan Trammell. Allen played for the Detroit Tigers in the 1980s. Pops it up to the right side. There is Robert Downey Jr. on the edge of the outfield grass. Makes the catch for the first out. First out of the ball game. Starting lineup for the Brew Crew. Alan Trammell's at short. Jeff McNeil's at second. Lou Gehrig's at first. Luis Gonzalez is at left. Reggie Jackson, Mr. October, is in right field. Rafael Devers at third. Mitch Haniger in center. Garrett Cooper is your DH and batting ninth and playing catcher Roberto Perez. So Jeff Neal, second baseman, hitting .250. He has 3 RBIs in the postseason. Here comes the pitch from Loki. Inside off the plate, ball 1. So it's a 1-0 lead in this best of 7 series for the Hollywood Avengers. Check the swing pitch is low. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Ground ball up the middle. Backhanded by Clark Gregg over to first in time, 2 away. Nice play by agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Phil Coulson, taking over for the injured Tom Holland today at second base. So 2 down, bases empty. Top of the first, up steps Lou Gehrig. 407 average, a homer, 6 RBIs in the postseason. Here comes the pitch. Grounder, foul, third base side, strike one. Again, this is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a long season, and I sincerely appreciate it. And it's a lazy fly ball to the opposite field. There is Sebastian Stan to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Tom Hiddleston after a half inning of play here in Game 2 of the NLCS. No score. Hollywood Avengers coming to bat. On the mound for the Brew Crew is Catfish Hunter. He's making his third start in the playoffs. He's 1-1 with a 3.00 earned run average. Leading off for the Avengers is Anthony Mackie, hitting .450, 2 homers, 5 RBIs in the playoffs. That's 4 games, 3 against the Pirates, 1 against the Brewers. Here comes the first pitch. Misses outside, ball 1. Mackie plays Sam Wilson, the new Captain America in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And that's a deep fly ball to center. Back goes Mitch Haniger looking up. It's Gonzo. That's a leadoff home run. Cut the check for Anthony Mackie. And the Avengers start off to an early 1-0 advantage here in Game 2 of the NLCS. The new Captain America shows his strength. Here's the replay. Bang. Straight center field. Next up, Black Panther. Chadwick Boseman's hitting .556 with 4 RBIs. 1-0 MCU here in the bottom of the first. And he pulls it foul for strike 1. During the regular season, Chadwick Boseman hit .338. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. James Kingsley is the man calling balls and strikes. I have no idea if he's real or fake. Don't really care. Do your job. Slider off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The late great Chadwick Boseman stepping up. Struck him out. Checked his swing, but changeup found the outside corner. It's first out and first strikeout for Catfish Hunter. Here's the replay. Was it a strike? Way too close to take with 2 strikes. So there's 1 away. Next up, Robert Downey Jr. .467, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. Fouls it back, strike 1. Those 2 home runs came in Game 1 of the NLDS against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Outside corner, strike 2. Tony hit 26 homers, drove in 107 runs during the regular season. And he yanks it up the first baseline, foul ball. Count will remain no balls, 2 strikes. Backs him off the plate, count is 1-2. Robert plays Tony Stark in the MCU. Off the plate outside, count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's deep, but curling out of play. Count will remain 2-2. In the dirt, full count. On deck is Mark Ruffalo. Here comes the full count pitch with 1 out. Base is empty. Ground ball to the first baseman. Lou Gehrig takes it himself for the 2nd out. Hard smash, but lineup for the Hollywood Avengers. Anthony Mackie is at short. Chadwick Boseman's at 3rd. Robert Downey Jr. is at 1st. The catcher is Mark Ruffalo. Sebastian Stan is in left. The DH Benedict Cumberbatch. Dave Bautista's in right. Clark Gregg is at 2nd, taking over for the injured Tom Holland. And batting 9th and playing center field, Don Cheadle. First pitch to the Incredible Hulk, outside, ball 1. Mark Ruffalo is hitting .250 on the season, on the postseason, pardon me. Chased a high fastball, swinging and miss, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first for the Hollywood Avengers. Game 2. Slider inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Mark Ruffalo isn't the first man to play the Hulk in the MCU. Down and in Hitters count 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck is the Winter Soldier. 2 outs. Bottom of the first base is empty. And it's low. So a 2-out walk for Mark Ruffalo. And the at-bat will, the half inning will continue. So Sebastian Stan steps up to the plate, hitting .375, a homer, 3 RBIs in the postseason. Left fielder today. And that's a line drive to center field. It will he'll go for the diving. It'll get past him and roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third and heading home is the Hulk. It'll be an RBI double for Bucky Barnes, and the MCU leads 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. He went for the diving catch to retire the side, missed it, and it rolled all the way to the wall, allowing a slow runner, Mark Ruffalo, to score all the way from first base. So it's 2-0 Avengers here in the first. Next up, the DH, Benedict Cumberbatch, .556, a homer, 4 RBIs in the playoffs. Runner at second with 2 outs. Fastball high, ball 1. Stan leads off second. 1-0 count. Backdoor slider, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Sebastian at second. Benedict Cumberbatch, Dr. Stephen Strange at the plate. Check the swing, but changeup found the outside corner. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Catfish throwing a lot of pitches here in the first. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to the Sorcerer Supreme. Slider backs him off the plate. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off second. 2-0 MCU here in the bottom of the first. Here comes the pitch from Catfish. Misses outside. Full count. On deck is Drax the Destroyer, Dave Bautista. Here comes the full count pitch to Cumberbatch. And he chases a high fastball, strikes him out swinging and decides to retire. However, the Avengers score twice here in the bottom of the first, and after one in Game 2 of the NLCS, it's the Avengers leading 2-0. This is Avengers Baseball. So we go to the top of the second. Up steps Luis Gonzalez, .231 average, 5 RBIs in the playoffs. He led the National League in RBIs during the regular season. Inside corner, strike 1. Changeup misses outside, count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Breaks his bat, pops it up, caught by Loki on the mound. Defensive alignment for the Avengers in the outfield from left to right. We have Sebastian Stan, Don Cheadle, and a Gold Glove winning Dave Bautista in right. And in the infield from third base over is Chadwick Boseman, Anthony Mackie, Clark Gregg taking over for the injured Spider-Man, Robert Downey Jr. at first with Mark Ruffalo behind home plate. Next up is Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, .308, a homer and 5 RBIs. 1 out here in the top of the second. Line drive, caught! Cut the check, Anthony Mackie makes the catch for out number 2. Postseason bracket, the National League is on the right side in blue. You'll notice that on the red side, the American League is underway. The Cleveland Indians have a 1-0 lead, 1-0 lead on the Seattle Mariners. So next up with 2 down is Rafael Devers, third baseman for the Brew Crew. .364, a homer, 4 RBIs. Here comes the pitch. Bouncer to the mound, fielded by Hiddleston, throws to first to retire the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Loki. After an inning and a half of play here in Game 2, it's the Avengers 2, the Brewers nothing. So we go to the bottom of the second. Up steps Dave Bautista, .333 average, 2 RBIs. 2-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Check the swing, pitches outside, ball 1. Dave Bautista, former professional wrestler, now an actor. Pulls it foul. Count will even 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss at the inside fastball. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Went too far in the dirt. Strike him out, throw him out, and there's 1 away. Batting 8th. First at bat here in the postseason. Clark Gregg plays Phil Coulson, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the MCU. Playing for the injured. Ground ball up the middle. Slow roller fielded by Schrammel. Throws to first in time. And there are 2 ways. Taking over for the injured Tom Holland at second base. Day-to-day injury. We'll have more information for once we get to game 3. So 2 outs, bases empty. Don Cheadle, the center fielder, is hitting .333, no homers, 3 RBIs in the postseason. Switch hitter batting from the left side, pardon me. Fouls it back, strike 1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Welcome to the live stream, Mr. Outlander. 6-3-1 double play. Thank you for watching, as always.
Nope, at the ball.
Curveball off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike to War Machine. 2-0 MCU here in the bottom of the 2nd. Ground ball to the second baseman. Fielded. Fires. Got him. Side retired. So, after the end of 2 innings of play here in Game 2 of the National League Championship Series, the Avengers lead by 2-0. So we go to the top of the 3rd. Up steps the center fielder Mitch Haniger, hitting .261. He has a homer and 2 RBIs in the postseason. Here comes the pitch from Loki. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Breaking ball off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouls it back. 96 on the radar gun. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Haniger. I'm going to miss baseball when it's gone. However, of course, in March of 2022, swing and a miss, struck him out. There's 1 away. First strikeout for Tom Hiddleston. In the March or April, whenever it's due to come out in the year 2022, I am going to be first online to get that new copy of MLB The Show and start up not only an Avengers franchise, but also, for those of you that have been around for the long haul, a Bronx Knights franchise. Next up, DH Garrett Cooper, hitting .360 in the postseason. Grounder to short, fielded by Mackie. Throws to first, cut the check. There's 2 away. I am excited for the next version of MLB The Show. Definitely going to put some newer Avengers on the team. So 2 down, up steps the catcher Roberto Perez, hitting .217. He does have a homer and 4 RBIs in the postseason. And he yanks the fastball deep but foul, strike 1. Misses outside and low with the changeup. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Tom Hiddleston won 18 games during the regular season. Of course, he was outdone by his brother Thor, who won 21 games and the Cy Young Award. Swing and a miss. Count is 1-2. 18-7 is still a pretty damn good season. I'm proud. I'm proud and happy. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with the 2-seam fastball. Side is retired. Another 1-2-3 inning for Tom Hiddleston. And after 2.5, 2-0 MCU. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Lineup turns over for the Avengers. Solo homer to lead off the game for Anthony Mackie. He's 5 for 6 so far in this series. And that's a line drive headed towards the right field. It is in there for a single. Big turn at first, but he will hold. Cut the check for Anthony Mackie. He has shown up here in the NLCS so far. Here's the replay over the head of Lou Gehrig at first. Next up, Black Panther. Quick throw to first. Mackie's back. He's a threat to steal. The late, great Chadwick Boseman. We lost him to colon cancer in 2020. May he rest in peace. Checks his swing, down low, ball 1. May he live forever in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Runner leads off first, big lead. Fastball high, 2 balls and no strikes. Chadwick had 22 homers, 83 RBIs during the regular season. Played third base. Swing and a miss at the inside fastball, 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, Mackie leads off first. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Chases a slider on the outside corner. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Boseman. And he hits a fly ball to center. Routine play for Haniger. And there is out number 1. 2-0 here in the bottom of the third in Game 2 of the NLCS. Game 3 will take place in Milwaukee. Up next, Robert Downey Jr., who's 0 for 1. Ground out in the first. Breaking ball off the plate, ball 1. Deep but foul down the right field line. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside corner with the fastball, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Robert Downey Jr. That's a deep drive. It's got a chance. Back goes Reggie looking up. It's Gunzo. It's a 2-run home run for Robert Downey Jr., his first of the postseason. We love you 3,000, Tony Stark. And it's suddenly a, 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the third inning. Oh, yeah. Here's a replay. Bang. Oh, ho, ho, ho. It's a deep right field down the line, 366. No question about it. Next up, Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk, who walked in the first. And he grounds it foul, third base side, strike 1. 4-0 Avengers. They already lead 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mark Ruffalo hit .341 during the regular season. 37 homers, 142 RBIs. Outside corner, count is 1 and 2. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. So, first 2 games are here at Crosley Field. I guess you would argue that outside and high, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ruffalo. You'd argue that it's on the Avengers to win their home games to win this series. They have home field advantage. Low, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. On deck, Sebastian Stan, Bucky Barnes. What the Brew Crew needed to do was come in here and split the first 2 games. Ground ball to the shortstop, Trammell Fields, fires. Got him. 2 away. So they need to split these first 2 games at Crosley 1 game apiece, and so far they have not accomplished that. They're down 4-0 here in the bottom of the third. Next up is Sebastian Stan. He doubled an RBI double in his first at-bat. 2 outs, bases empty, bottom 3. Check the swing, pitches outside, ball 1. Sebastian Stan had 13 homers and 61 RBIs in only 87 games played. Outside corner, strike 1. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Those stats project out to about 25 homers and 100 RBIs over a full season. Inside off the plate, 2 balls, 1 strike. First half of the season, left field job was Idris Elba's. Swing and a miss. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. 4-0 Avengers. But by the time we got to the All-Star break, pitches low, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Dr. Stephen Strange. By the time we got to the All-Star break, Winter Soldier had stolen the left field job. Did he check it? No, he did not. That side retired. So the Avengers, thanks to a 2-run home run from Robert Downey Jr., take a 4-0 lead after 3 innings of play. This is Avengers baseball. So we go to the top of the 4th. Up steps Alan Trammell. He's 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch from Tom Hiddleston. Fouls it back, strike 1, 97 on the radar gun. Deep drive, the other way for Alan Trammell. Back goes Batista at the track, looking up, it's Gonzo. It's a solo shot for Alan Trammell, his first homer of the postseason, and it's a 4-1 lead for the Avengers. Here's the replay. Breaking ball down in the zone. Served it to the opposite field. Leaping attempt just over his glove. Next up, Jeff McNeil. Grounded out in the first is 0 for 1. Check the swing. Pitch was, I guess, at the knees. Looked like it was low, so I'll take it. Count as 0 and 1. Tied him up in knots, down and in. Swing and a miss, count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Jeff McNeil had 24 homers during the regular season. It's pretty good production for a second baseman. Slicing, foul. Count remains 0 and 2. And he hits a lazy fly ball to left. There is Bucky Barnes for out number 1. Next up, Lou Gehrig flew out in the first. He is 0 for 1. High fastball called strike 1. Low and inside, count even 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouls it back behind home plate. Out of play, count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lou Gehrig played for the Yankees in the 1930s. He was one of the greatest first basemen to ever play the game. Popped up in the infield behind second base. Phil Coulson makes the catch 2-away. So 2 down, up steps Luis Gonzalez. Luis is not a Hall of Famer. He's an all-star, perennial all-star that played for the Arizona Diamondbacks around the turn of the century. Won a World Series with them in 2001. Inside, off, no, strike 1, inside corner. Count is 0 and 1. Fouls it back, strike 2. 2 quick strikes on Gonzalez. Ground ball to the shortstop, fielded by Mackie. Throws to first in time. Side is retired, but the solo shot from Alan Trammell puts the Milwaukee Brewers on the board. At the end of 3.5, it's the Avengers 4, the Brewers 1. This is Game 2 of the National League Championship Series. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Up steps Dr. Stephen Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme. 0 for 1 today. Left-handed hitter against the righty Catfish. Called strike 1. And he jams him, pops it up on the edge of the infield grass as Lou Gehrig makes the catch for out number 1. Next up is Dave Batista, who struck out in the second. He is 0 for 1. 1 out, bases empty here in the bottom of the 4th. And he slices it, foul, strike 1. Dave had 15 homers, 75 RBIs. Swing and a miss out in front of the curveball, count as no balls and 2 strikes on Batista. Low, ball one. Drax the Destroyer is from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's the second strikeout for Batista. 5th strikeout of the game for Catfish Hunter, and there are 2 away. Here's a replay. Off the plate, down and away, got him the chase. So 2 down, up steps Clark Gregg. Grounded out in the second. Slicing to right field, easy play for Reggie Jackson to retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Catfish Hunter. At the end of 4 innings of play, it's a 3-run lead for the Hollywood Avengers. It's 4-1 MCU. So we go to the top of the 5th. Up steps Mr. October Reggie Jackson, who's 0 for 5 in this series. Doesn't have a hit yet today. Inside corner and low, but called a strike with the home plate umpire. He must have a hot date after the game. Slicing deep the other way, but out of play for strike 2. Count is no balls, 2 strikes. 4-1 lead for the MCU here in the top of the 5th inning in Game 2 of the NLCS. Late on the fastball, fouls it down the right field line. Check that left field line. Always mix up my lefts and my rights. It's ridiculous. 0-2 pitch. And he reaches out and slaps the 2-seam fastball. Foul. Count remains 0-2. Jams him. Short right field. There is Clark Gregg to make the catch. 1 away. So the question is, how long will Clark Gregg have to take over at second base for Tom Holland? Hopefully he'll be back for Game 3. So at 1 down, up steps Rafael Devers, who was 0 for 1. He grounded out in the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch. Fouls it back. 96 on the radar gun for strike 1. Fouls it off again. Count no balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. There's 2 away. There's strikeout number 3 for Loki. 2 down, bases empty, up steps Mitch Haniger. Center fielder struck out in the 3rd. Here's the pitch from Loki. In there, strike 1. Those of you that are interested in my live streams, thank you so much. First of all, it's a lazy fly ball to right. I'll continue with that thought in just a moment. As Dave Batista retires the side, end of 4.5. It's a 3-run lead for the Hollywood Avengers. The score is Avengers 4, Brewers 1 in Game 2 of the NLCS. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. As I was saying, tomorrow's live stream, well, Don Cheadle is up at the plate. He takes low for ball 1. Count is 1 ball and no strikes. Tomorrow's live stream will be Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and then the day after that will be Game 3, continuing in Milwaukee of the NLCS. So if you're interested in the baseball, you're going to have to wait a day. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike to War Machine. High and outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. He thought it was a strike. I thought it was a strike. I'm glad it was a ball. Fouls it off. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. High, check the swing. Count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is the new Captain America, Anthony Mackie. Here comes the full count pitch. And he pops it up in the infield. Charging forward is Lou Gehrig, makes the catch 1 away. Catfish settled down, but unfortunately the damage was already done. He's given up 4 runs. Unless his team can get on board on the gravy train. It's going to be a long road back to Milwaukee down 0-2. So Anthony Mackie, 2 for 2 today. Ground ball up the middle and through. He's now 3 for 3. Is the 1-out single. And wait, who's going to go to second? The ball was bobbled by Haniger in center field. Slides. He's safe. So is it going to be a double? No, it's a single and an error by the center fielder, E8. And I agree with that call. Next up is Black Panther T'Challa, 0 for 2 today. Deep drive, left center field, back goes. He's on the warning track. Gonzalez makes the catch for out number 1. He gave it a ride, but that's one of the deeper parts of the ballpark here at Crosley Field. So 1 down, up steps Robert Downey Jr., who had a 2-run home run in the 3rd inning. He is 1 for 2. Runner in scoring position with 2 down for Iron Man. Outside, ball 1. A 2-out hit could give them another insurance run. 2 right-handers warming in the Brewers bullpen. Dan Atavilla and Diego Castillo getting loose. Mackie leads off second. Here's the pitch. And he grounds it foul, first base side. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Iron Man. Inside, check the swing. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Catfish sets and delivers. Down and in. Hitters count. 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck is Mark Ruffalo. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And it's deep, but foul. Count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off second. In the dirt, ball 4. He will walk, so it'll be runners at first and second for Mark Ruffalo. Again, Mark Ruffalo led the ball club with 142 runs batted in during the regular season. He was actually second in the National League behind Luis Gonzalez. Mark Ruffalo has a walk and a run scored today. Officially, he is 0 for 1. It's 2 outs, so he's going to need a hit to get some runs scored. Let's see what happens. And he may get it. It will dunk in there for a hit. Rounding third and heading home is the new Captain America. It is an RBI single, a 2-out RBI single by Ruffalo's smash, and the MCU now leads by 4. It's 5-1. Avengers here in Game 2. Here's the replay. Honestly, I think more of an effort could have been made by Luis Gonzalez, a diving catch perhaps. The manager of the Milwaukee Brewers has seen enough. He makes the call to the bullpen. He wants the right-hander. Milwaukee cannot win. He gave up 5 earned runs. He's responsible for the runners on base. And in relief, Nick Pivetta, his first game on the mound well, actually, I'm not even sure what the deal is. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut, check my stats. Sebastian Stan has an RBI double today. He's 1 for 2. Runners at first and second. Ground ball up the middle and through. It is an RBI base hit. Rounding third and heading home is the base runner. And he is safe at second. It's an RBI single for Bucky Barnes. And the MCU now leads 6-1. Another 2-out RBI base hit by the Avengers lineup. Right up the middle. Ground ball with eyes. So it's a 5-run lead now in Game 2. Next up, Dr. Stephen Strange. First and second, 2 outs. Pitches outside, ball 1. Line drive, 1 hop, throws to second. Nice defensive play by Alan Trammell to retire the side, but they score 2 more times, and after 5 innings of play, this Game 2 is an official ball game. It's in the books. It is a 6-1 lead for the Hollywood Avengers. So we go to the top of the 6th inning. Up steps DH Garrett Cooper, grounded out in the 3rd. He is 0 for 1. 5-run lead for Tom Hiddleston. Pitch is low, ball 1. Fouls off the high changeup. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss to the 2-seam fastball. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Misses. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. The high fastball struck him out swinging. That is strikeout number 4 for Tom Hiddleston. And there's 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Next up, Catcher Roberto Perez, 0 for 4 in this series. Fastball 96 on the radar gun, in there for strike 1. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Perez. Strike 3 called, outside corner. Caught him looking, 2 away. Strikeout number 5 for Loki. Oh, God. Lineup turns over for the Brew Crew. Alan Trammell had a solo home run in the 4th inning, responsible for the only run on the scoreboard for the Milwaukee Brewers. Takes it low and outside for strike 1. Looked like a ball, called a strike. Slider in there, strike 2. Pulls it foul down the left field line, out of play. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Alan Trammell, I don't think he was a Hall of Famer, but he was close. Definitely a all-star. Jams it to right. Charging is Batista, makes the catch to retire the side. 5.5 complete here in Game 2 of the NLCS. The Avengers lead 6-1. This is Avengers Playoff Baseball. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Up steps Dave Batista, who is 0 for 2 today. Swing and a miss, the slider down and away. Can't stay off of it. Again, 2 right-handers are warming in the Brewers bullpen. Dan Atavilla and Diego Castillo. Here comes the pitch from Nick Pivetta. Ground ball to the third baseman, fielded by... Throws to first, in time, 1 away. Fielded by... I've completely forgotten who's playing third base for the Milwaukee Brewers. Rafael Devers. Shame on me. 1 away. Up steps Clark Gregg, who's 0 for 2. He's played a good defensive game today, if not anything else. Grounder to the right side, fielded by McNeil. Throws to first, in time, 2 away. And Clark Gregg is 0 for 3.
Now batting, number 10.
So 2 outs, up steps the switch hitter Don Cheadle. Plays James Rhodes in the Iron Man franchise. It's 0 for 2. And he hits a deep fly ball to left, but playable for Luis Gonzalez. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Nick Pivetta. We go to the top of the 7th. It is a 5-run lead here in Game 2 for the Hollywood Avengers. They lead 6-1. So we lead off the top of the 7th. The Brewers send up Jeff McNeil, who's 0 for 6 in this series. Pitches high, ball 1. Inside, ball 2, 2-0. Three balls and no strikes. On deck is Lou Gehrig. Will he have the green light on 3-0? I'm throwing a fastball right down the middle. And he had the green light, and that's why you don't swing on 3-0 pitches. Lazy fly ball to left. Sebastian makes the catch, 1 away. Could have worked out a walk, perhaps. Should have took the 3-0 pitch. So Lou Gehrig is 0 for 2 today. Here comes the pitch from Hiddleston. Fastball in there, strike 1. Inside, ball 1. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball, count as 1-2. It's a 6-1 lead for the MCU here in the top of the 7th inning. Hiddleston is cruising. This is pitch number 65. And he fouls it off. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Yankee legend. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup, struck him out. There are 2 away. That's strikeout number 6 for Tom Hiddleston. Here's the replay. Terrible angle. So 2 out. Base is empty. Up steps Luis Gonzalez. 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. And he nubs it up the third baseline. Foul ball, strike 1. Grounds it foul, right side. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Gonzalez. Inside off the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he fouls it back. The at-bat will continue. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Side is retired. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is the 7th inning stretch of Game 2 of the National League Championship Series. Avengers versus Brew Crew. MCU leads 6-1. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Anthony Mackie is 3 for 3. Here comes the pitch. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Nick Pivetta still on the mound. I think this is his 3rd inning of relief work. Backdoor slider, strike 1. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball low, 2-1. Anthony Mackie, I think, had 20 homers and 22 homers, 80 RBIs. Pitches way outside. Hitters count 3 balls and 1 strike. Hit in the 320s. Had 17 stolen bases. And that's a drive headed down the right field line, and it will bounce in there. And if I'm not mistaken, he's going to run for days. He's going to third base without question. He's flying around the bases. It is a leadoff triple for Anthony Mackie. Cut that check. An insurance run is now 90 feet from home plate. Here's the replay. Once he hit it down that corner, I knew that he would not hesitate to go for a triple. They knew as well. They threw home. So Chadwick Boseman is up. He's 0 for 3, but he has a chance to drive in a run without the benefit of a base hit. And that's exactly what he aims to do. It will be an RBI groundout and a 7-1 lead for the MCU with 1 away. He got the job done. Wakanda forever, baby. Next up is Robert Downey Jr. 2-run home run in the 3rd inning. He is 1 for 2. Bases empty, 1 away. 7-1 Avengers. And he yanks it foul. Strike 1. Fouls it back. Strike 2. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Tony Stark. And that's a line drive, which will it dunk in there? And yes, it will dunk in there. And it will go over the side wall for a ground rule double. Let's watch the replay. Took that low breaking ball, lined it down the right field line, just inside that chalk line, and hops over the fence for a ground rule double. So runner in scoring position for Mark Ruffalo, who has an RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. 7 RBIs in the series. Hard ground ball to the first baseman. Gehrig steps on the bag. 2 away. The runner will move to 3rd on the ground ball out. So runner at 3rd, 2 away for Sebastian Stan. He's 2 for 3 today with 2 RBIs. Can he get a 2-out RBI hit and increase this lead? Pops it up. Out of play, strike 1. Bucky Barnes. Swinging and a miss. The high fastball count is no balls and 2 strikes to Sebastian. Chase the pitch. Swinging and a miss in the dirt. Strike him out, throw him out. Side retired, but they do score another run. That's end of 7. Game 2 of the NLCS. The Hollywood Avengers are firmly in control. They have a 6-run lead, 7-1. Ha 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 ha. Top of the 8th, Reggie Jackson, 0 for 2. Hiddleston's still out there. No reason for him to come out. He's only thrown 71 pitches. Swinging and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. Line drive to center. in there. It's a leadoff single for Reggie. Hit a good breaking ball right up the middle for a single. Here's the replay. So, next up, Rafael Devers, 0 for 2. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike one. Fouls off the changeup. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to the third baseman. I think he's a current major leaguer that plays for the Boston Red Sox, if I'm not mistaken. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. Struck him out. 97 miles an hour of cheese. Strikeout number 8 for Tom Hiddleston. The starter comparison brought to you by the Outlander Show. As you can see, Tom Hiddleston wins the starter comparison quite easily. So 1 out, up steps Mitch Haniger, who's 0 for 2. Runner leads off first. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike one. Hiddleston came to throw, came to pitch. Misses inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Deep drive, has a chance, but slicing out of play. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Haniger. Swing and a miss, struck him out, strikeout number 9, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Competition between him and his brother. Whatever you can do, I can do better. So 2 outs, up steps Garrett Cooper, who's 0 for 2. Pulls it foul, strike one. Pitches outside the strike zone. Check the swing. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner leads off first. 7-1 lead. Shallow fly ball. Charging in is... Oh no, it gets past him. And it's going to be an RBI double. And in a 7-2 lead for the MCU. RBI double for Mitch Haniger. No, check that. I'm sorry. Garrett Cooper. Went for the play. Couldn't quite get there. Backed up by Batista. So in that moment, the manager is going to go to the bullpen. He's going to warm up some pitchers. Let's see. Let's warm up Sam Jackson and Bradley Cooper once again and see what happens. Runner in scoring position at second. 2 away for Roberto Perez. And he pops it up. There is Robert Downey Jr. to make the catch and retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. RBI double by Garrett Cooper gets them a little bit closer, but it's still a 5-run lead for the Hollywood Avengers here in Game 2. So Benedict Cumberbatch steps up against Nick Pivetta, who's pitching in his 4th inning of relief. Leads off here in the bottom of the 8th. In the dirt, ball 1. Cumberbatch is 0 for 3. And that's a line drive to Reggie in right. Barely had to move, and that's the first out. Next up, Dave Batista, 0 for 3. Swing and a miss at the high fastball, strike one. That was definitely out of the strike zone. Got him to chase. Deep drive to right center field. Sliding over is Mitch Haniger to make the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, number 85.
So 2 down, bases empty. Clark Gregg is 0 for 3. Again, he's the injury replacement for Spider-Man Tom Holland. Not really sure what his injury status is as of yet. When the game is over, we'll go to the loadout screen and see if he is available for Game 3 at Milwaukee. But fouls it back. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Phil Coulson. In the dirt, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's a bloop That may fall in for a base hit, and it will. It's a single. Oh, he's going to second. Don't know why he's doing that. Side is retired, so he got a single and ran himself into the third out of the inning. Last licks for Milwaukee here in Game 2 of the National League Championship Series. They need 5 runs to tie. Can they do it? Can they do it, or will the Avengers take a 2-0 lead to Milwaukee? Leading off here in the top of the ninth is Alan Trammell, who had a solo home run today. He is 1 for 3. Hiddleston is going for the complete game shutout. One hopper to the third baseman, routine play for Black Panther, and just like that, one pitch, one away here in the ninth. Next up, Jeff McNeil flew out in the 7th. He is 0 for 3. Comes the pitch. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. In the 9th inning, he's throwing 96 miles an hour. So Hiddleston, this is only pitch number 87 on the way. He's got some gas left in the tank. In there, strike 2. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. First 3 innings were easy innings. Set the stage for this attempt. Ground ball down the first base line and into right field off the wall. He was going to throw to second. He's got a cannon, but it won't be in time. It's a 1-out double for Mitch Haniger.
The first baseman, number 4.
Next up, Lou Gehrig. Now the manager is going to go to the bullpen. He's going to sit down Bradley Cooper. He's going to sit down him. He's going to put Jeremy Renner and warm him up. I'm pitching a complete game. Deep drive to right. Back goes Batista on the warning track. Makes the catch with his back to the wall for out number 2. The runner tags and goes to third. Runner will be at third base with 2 outs. And the Milwaukee Brewers are down to their final out of Game 2. Representing the final out of the game is Luis Gonzalez, who's 1 for 7 in this series. He's 0 for 3 today. Here's the pitch. Inside corner, strike 1. It's a 7-2 lead. The Avengers are 1 out away from taking a 2-0 lead to Milwaukee. And it's a line drive. Deep but playable. There is the Winter Soldier to make the catch and retire the side. Ball game over. Avengers win 7-2 and take a commanding 2-0 lead in this best of 7 series. Hollywood Avengers are up 2-0. First team to win 4 games goes to the World Series. The Avengers are 2 games away from reaching the World Series. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. These are your statistics. A little bit of excitement on the fields. Anthony Mackie is again the player of the game. He had 3 hits and a home run today. Actually, I'm sorry, 4 hits. He was 4 for 4 with a home run today. So Tom Hiddleston gets the win. He is 1-0. Catfish Hunter gets the loss. He is 1-2 this postseason. Hollywood Avengers, 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Milwaukee Brewers, 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. This is Avengers playoff baseball. So don't go anywhere. Let's check some stuff out. Instead of kicking the game off, let's keep the live stream going and go to the main menu and set the game up for Game 3. We'll find out if there's a day off between Games 2 and 3 in the calendar. Maybe Tom Holland's Spider-Man comes back. All right, so XP reward, we can sell it, quick sell. Are you sure you want a quick sell Jose Fernandez for 5 stubs? Yes, I do, just to get rid of it. Tom Hiddleston 1-0. First game is a 6-2 win. Game 2 is a 7-2 win. Okay, so now here's what we're gonna do. All right, so we go to the calendar. We go here. Tom Holland is no longer injured. What would you like to do? Place him on the bench. This is my matchup for Game 3 at the Milwaukee Brewers. It's 2 left-handers facing off. Chris Pratt, Star-Lord versus Madison Bumgarner. This is a crucial game for the Milwaukee Brewers. If they lose this game, they go down 3-0 in a best of 7. And you know when a team goes down 3-0, they have to win 4 straight to make the World Series. Highly unlikely. So the pressure will be on the Brewers to take that important Game 3. But I have a good feeling that Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, Guardian of the Galaxy, is going to get the job done. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I am RC Robbin. This is the playoffs for Avengers Baseball. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, and I will see you again soon. Take care of yourself.